and today I'm going to be teaching you some basics of Sony Vagas 13. You all should, when you load up a new file, it should look a lot like this. And in this episode I'm going to teach you basically all the basics you need to know. So this is going to teach you how to speed up videos, how to cut videos, and I'm also going to do an audio thing as well. So this is the video part. I'll also have an audio one where so I teach you how to edit audio, add distortion, you know, bass boost, stuff like that. So yeah. So basically, the basics you want to know is first of all, I'm going to teach you layers. So if you go click here and you click insert video track, so you right click and insert 3 video tracks. Whatever is on the top here. So if I added in, so I quickly add in 2 videos. So there you go. You see I've added in these 2 videos here, and as you see, the one that is currently playing on here is the one that's on top. So see, whatever one is on the top will be the one that's shown on the screen. So you see, if I pull this one down to the bottom layer now, it will show whatever one is currently on top, which is now this video here. But if I put this back to the top and play, you'll see it will play this video instead. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of that. So let's just delete this one, and now I'll show you how to cut videos. Okay, there we go. So we got a bit of a better example here. So we've got the Scooby-Doo episode right here. Just don't know why I just had this here. So, and it'll be a bit choppy at the start because I haven't really done anything to fix it, like going into the options or anything. So don't worry about that. But so to shorten the video from the start. So you see right now the video starts from this woman shooting the little disc things at him, at the crab. But we want to cut it to when he's jumping in the air. So we're just going to cut this down, and then you can see as we're cutting it, right there. So as we drag this along, you see it'll show where it's going to start. So you want to start there when he's in the air. So now when we play from the start, you'll see it starts with him in the air. So you can also do this from the end. So you see what happens at the end is, it's, I think that's Daphne shouting at Velma or something. So there we go. So if we, and what we wanted to start at is when Velma's talking there. So I'm just going to drag this here to when Velma's talking, and then it'll end at when Velma's talking instead. Okay, so now I've got them down. I'm going to teach you how to add fades, so, and also opacity. So you see at the top of the video in the very center, you see you've got this little this blue opacity thing here. If you hover your mouse over that, click and hold, and then drag down to 50%, you see it'll slowly fade out. But you might think this is pretty useless because basically this will be used. So if you see I added another video in on top, there we go. So you see we've got both these videos, and if you set the opacity of the one on top to 50%, you see it will play both videos at the same time, but it will play them both at 50%. But if you put them both down to 50%, you'll see it kind of fades them all out to the background. So this is kind of useful if you want to add stuff like images that are faded out over the top or something. And yeah, so you can put this down to whatever you want. But if you just want, but I wouldn't mess around with that too much. So fade-ins basically, and so fade-ins, right? If you want to fade out, hover over the top right of your video, and it will give you this little option here, which is like a semicircle. And then you click and hold, and then drag to when you want it to fade out from. So we want it to fade out from there. As soon as it gets to this point here, it will slowly start to fade out. So as you see up here, it will begin to slowly fade out. As you can see right now, it's getting darker, darker, and darker, until eventually it's just fully black. So, right, you've got that. And you can also make it fade in. So right now, you see, it's a black screen for a bit, and then it'll just kind of pop into existence. But see, you want it to make it so it fades in. So it could have a fade in like that. Now you see up here now, you see it fades in instead of just flashing in, which will give you a much, like, you know, like if you're adding text, it'll look a lot better if it fades in instead of having it just pop in. So yeah, and now I'm going to show you how you can speed up the video. And when sorry about that, but basically when you speed up the video, it will cause some lag. So you see right now, if I actually no, when you speed it up, basically when you're previewing it, so when you're playing it just like this in here, it will have some lag up here. but don't worry about that. When you render it final, which is what you do, to render a video as an MP4 file, you go down to File, Render As, and then you would just do all the settings. So render as, you see, type up here what you want it to be. So you want it to called Scurby Derp. Then you just click render, and then that'll render to my documents is where mine render to. But yeah, it's just that's the basics I expect, you know, just a bit like that. But to speed up the video, you want to hold Control and hover over the end, the start or the end of the video. It doesn't really matter. It just drags this. No, it does matter. Sorry. If you want to make it faster, then you're going to click Control and you're going to drag it so the video gets smaller. So you see now this video will happen a lot faster. Actually, it will make it a lot faster so you can see it clearly. So obviously we're getting some frame lag because obviously it's not going to be perfect, but you see it's got a lot faster now than it originally was. And if you want to slow it down, you just drag it, hold Control and drag it and make it expand more. It hasn't slowed much, so make it even slower. So you see this is happening a lot slower now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you want to reset it back to normal, so it's normal speed, when you're holding Control and you're changing the speed, at a certain point you see the squiggly lines on here will disappear, and that's when you know it's back to original speed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And the other basics are to render your video, like I said before, you just go to Render As. To save your video as a Sony Vagas file, so people can load it up and they'll have everything you've made, you just go File, Save As, and you save it as whatever you want it to be. That's pretty much all you should need to know for this. You can also upload straight to YouTube from Sony Vagas, but that doesn't seem to work too well with mine. You've got to type in your ID and stuff, and I just don't know how to do it, so I just prefer to render mine, as it should be a lot better. So yeah, let us know what other things you want to learn, and I'll teach you them. So yeah, this is number 1 of the Sony Vagas tutorials, and yeah, peace.